Hey everybody, welcome back to the Feature Crew. With the new Claude 4 class of models rolling out from Anthropic and new versions of Gemini constantly coming out week over week, we've been getting a lot of questions about what is the best coding model today. And so what we want to do is compare Claude Sonnet and Gemini 2.5 Pro, which are comparatively priced models and both well known to be good at coding.
Today we have a new format. We've been doing lots of different head-to-heads, and now we want to focus on just one element of coding, extending on the simulation/game approach. So today we have a new prompt, which is based around dungeon crawling. So let's dive straight in.
So we've got both clients loaded up here. Today we're going to have both models procedurally generated dungeon. We're hoping for an interesting dungeon crawler interior, and then we'll really be pushing them to try to get a game loop as well.
That's something they have struggled with in the past, right? Getting the game loop to work has been traditionally one of the hardest parts.
Yep. Sometimes we reserve that. It's
like
included in our base prompt, but if they don't get it, we'll push them further. We'll send them both off. We do have extended thinking on for Claude. There is no extended thinking option in Gemini, even on Pro accounts we checked. And so we're assuming that we're getting the best amount of thinking for a default request here. So I think, considering Gemini is still thinking and just started with the implementation, we definitely got max thinking. And the extended thinking, we've seen this a bunch of times, that in Claude, even turning on extended thinking doesn't necessarily lead to long thinking.
Well, there we go. Claude's first.
I'll get this loaded up at full screen, and we can give it a test there.
All right. Nice title screen.
Let's start the game.
Oh.
Okay, so it has the classic issue with first-person controls where the head is kind of bobbing, and oh my god, I'm flying around.
Oh.
And you can just fly over the walls.
But in terms of looking at this holistically, obviously it missed some stuff on the gameplay loop here, but
Can you collect that?
can I collect this? I can.
Okay.
It didn't update my score or items. The enemy is here. Oh god.
Your health's going down. He got to you.
You can just fly out you.
That's pretty sweet. It's
Are you able
tracking
to
you.
kill it? Or is it just gonna kill you?
Oh no.
I mean, looking at the map looks it's just good.
I'm just gonna die.
Game over.
Fortunately.
Actual game over screen?
Game over screen.
So actually, for a first shot, I'm
impressed.
impressed.
It had a
Like-
live updating map. We can pull that up again.
Yep, and the map looked like it's correct. It looks like it's a live updating map. Looks like it changed the layout, correct? Right? We said be procedurally generated. That might be the exit or something.
I found the
You
exit.
can win.
And then I can go on to a next level,
Next level, so
and
is
it
it
generates a
level
new
2?
dungeon.
Yep.
And it incremented the level count. So there's the beginning of a gameplay loop here.
Pretty
Yeah.
good first attempt. Good first attempt from Claude. We'll definitely iterate with it and see how far it can get, if it can fix some of those issues. But first, let's check out Gemini's attempt. Objective, find the exit. I am a little concerned that the minimap hasn't loaded yet, but
Oh, maybe the minimap is gonna show you as you go along.
Yeah, you uncover the map. That's
Yeah.
cool.
ooh, and I can't fly.
Do you actually have great? Look at that. You're actually on the surface. That's
Is
huge.
this a collectible or an enemy? I guess we'll find out. E.
Ooh,
Wow.
I
And
got
your
him.
score incremented.
Looks like I'm assuming the green thing is something you can pick up.
What's that?
Green, very slow walking speed, but that's just eat it.
Did you see the maps? The little mini, the UI told you to pick it up, how to pick it up. It said press E to pick up.
Health potion. Okay, wait. Can I get damaged?
Yeah, let's go check.
I really wish I could sprint.
We'll give that as a feedback. Be like, hey, increase the speed. Or sprint button will be.
E to attack
Coming to you
enemies.
so slowly.
Oh, it is hurting you. Yeah.
He was hitting you. Okay, now let's see.
This is pretty impressive.
It's again very impressive first shot. Like they've both done a great job.
It is interesting how similar the visuals for the objective are. Can we not end the game?
Uh-oh.
It looks like yeah, but we can give that feedback. But both of them have done a pretty good job at implementing the gameplay loop.
So far, Gemini's winning for me.
Yeah, I think Gemini made the more complete game. I agree.
Yep.
Like Claude had some better aesthetics. Like it was cool to not have that overlap in the menu and little emojis, but Gemini is a much more functional game.
All right, so we'll give them feedback on sort of the baseline stuff they missed, fixing bugs, the playability of the game, maybe a little refresh on the visual look, and we'll see how well they can do. On the Claude side, we needed to fix the flying and the camera controls. We realized that you actually can attack an enemy, but it's just not obvious, so we need some sort of indication that combat is going on. And then on the Gemini side, we have the problem where reaching the goal does nothing, it doesn't move you on to the next level, and the slow movement speed, we also ask for an attack effect on this side. So we're going to go ahead and send off both of these feedback rounds and see what they're able to come back with. Gemini is finished. Claude is doing this like agentic canvas update thing. Gemini just restated the whole file, so that allowed it to finish more quickly. We'll test Gemini while Claude wraps up and hope that it doesn't get lost in the sauce here with its updating, and we'll check back on that second. Click to play.
It happened with Claude, right?
Yeah, so just to level set here on what happened, it over-indexed on the feedback about the level, and now, like, I can play, but if I try to exit it so I can click on the click to start level 1, my cursor's already locked. We'll quickly give feedback so that it can get rid of that additional click that's needed, and then we'll test out Claude in the meantime. All right, now we've loaded up Claude's response while Gemini works on the feedback. Oh, boy, we are running, and we can't fly, so it correctly fixed our gravity problem. I'm not sure. Oh,
That's a trap. That must be
it's a trap. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, because he took damage, right?
Yeah, I did.
Does space work to jump?
Animation?
That's the attack animation.
Nice. Does
But
jump not work at all? Oh,
Jump
look at
works.
that.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Okay, we're exploring. Oh, I can. Wait, it's a ranged attack.
Nice.
Oh, I don't need to press to pick up. Okay, don't
And you
press.
can see that there's 3 enemies in front of you on the mini map. That guy's nice.
Okay, good. Oh, sorry, I thought that was. Where it?
No, get good.
Oh,
Like, actually
no.
get good.
All right, let's see if I can finish the level this time.
Yeah, damn it.
Juked. Nice.
So it works. And
And we're in a new dungeon.
it looks like there's maybe more enemies, question mark? Like I'm wondering if there's some kind of degree of difficulty.
I mean, so far for prompt adherence, this is pretty impressive.
Great. Awesome. So it did everything we wanted. It's fixed us up into a working version, which I think gives us a really good setting for a challenge mode where we really push it. But let's check up on Gemini first to see if it was able to fix the menu issue. And it broke.
Oh boy. Well,
It broke. While Gemini is working on this, we're going to push Claude. We're going to give it sort of a challenge mode prompt where we ask for improved dungeon generation and graphics and more items and just really see how far it can go.
Gemini had a more impressive first shot, but it's concerning that it even fails when you ask it any follow-up.
Gemini came back. We're hoping that it has completed its improvements and then we're back to a working version. And it has.
all right.
Very good.
Great. So we'll give the same challenge mode prompt to Gemini and we'll see what their final versions look like.
Yep.
Will it run?
All right. Find gear, defeat foes, and delve deeper.
Interesting. Click to begin your descent.
Oh!
yeah, baby.
Okay, not bad at all.
Okay, it's Doom.
Oh shit!
Hey, this
Move
is pretty
the YouTube
impressive.
rating
With
up
the,
in
like
this
kind of
video.
like claustrophobic.
Oh, with columns?
There's
columns and
columns?
stuff like that.
Now, I'm not seeing...
Is that a?
Oh, there's moving enemies?
That's probably a trap.
Oh,
trap.
the
No, it's
spikes.
And there was probably a fireball thing.
Dude, this is rad.
I'm guessing that's like a fireball. Being
Oh, it is a
cast.
fireball. This
But
is
that's
actually...
to your right. Like I think that's an enemy, right? Can you attack?
What's this? Oh,
I think it's an enemy, right? Is he maybe casting or something?
no, I think that's a trap of some sort.
Okay.
You found a dead end. Again.
Pick up coin.
Score is increasing.
Oh, did I go the wrong way?
This is a very impressive result. I want to see an enemy, but
Yeah, it does seem like we lost enemies. Also, just make sure this works. Oh!
dungeon claims another soul.
You have fallen.
It's not perfect, but some of this stuff is awesome. And I'm sure with like a couple more rounds, we could get it to like restore some of those features.
Exceptional effort here, right? Like this has done a pretty great job of really making it more like a game. Like we gave it an ambiguous prompt, and this has been the closest I've seen to like, for a lot of our tests, something that's like, wow, this is kind of like Doom. Like,
Yeah.
it actually kind of seems like this could be a janky game you play. So pretty impressive for only 2 or 3 shots.
Now let's see what Claude has been able to accomplish.
Yeah, let's go.
He's still
Claude
going.
is still going.
The window just kind of died.
Yeah.
This happened twice, where when we were asking for the final version, what I'm guessing is it got to the length limit, the context length limit, and they don't handle it well, and the window just died. And so now this is the second time we've come back, and it's like back at version 11, which was our last coherent version. So I think this is, points for Gemini, because Gemini was able to implement that longer version. We're going to give Claude one more attempt. I'm going to tell it to edit the existing artifact. It seems to be more successful in that agentic mode.
Yep.
If it fails on this time, then we've sort of hit the limit of the size that can be handled in client. Final polish. It's going to hit max length right midway through this. What if I... Yeah,
Unfortunate.
Claude bit off more than it can chew. We got it to go through its agentic loop instead of rewriting things. It got through like 5 phases of implementation and then it hit its length limit somewhere. In terms of like being able to handle its own planning and be robust through these longer agentic loops, not always great performance. Whereas Gemini wasn't getting as ambitious, but it did give us something that ran and looked great and really impressed us. And so, maybe we'll have to do a follow-up comparing them head-to-head in an agentic IDE like Cursor. But for now, it seems like they both had similar performance through the first few phases, and on the challenge mode, Gemini was able to pull through, whereas Claude started getting confused. I'd love to see what you guys are able to do, and hopefully this new format is interesting, where we just do one test and really focus in. Let us know your feedback to that as well. Anything to add, guys?
No, it was really head-to-head. I mean, I think we went back and forth a few times on who was winning. I'm not even sure it's the model's fault. It feels like the software sitting on top of the model let it down in Claude's case. And so very excited to try a test like this in one of the IDEs just to see if that is indeed the case. But Gemini kind of came from behind, right? There was a little bit of doubt there, and then all of a sudden it nailed a fresh run of it. So I would say that means these models are very close. Let us know what you think of the new test.
Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.